Hi, welcome to Live Your Dream TV, the coolest place on the web for entrepreneurs to be inspired, educated, and entertained. My name is Carbo. I'll be your host today, and we have an awesome guest with us today. I can't wait to introduce her. She is Neghar Fonooni, and welcome.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Happy to be here.
Yes, yes. So you're amazing. I'm definitely excited about hooking up with you and spending more time with you. You're a fitness trainer.
I am.
So tell us the name of your company.
We are Optimum Performance Training Institute, and we're located in Howard County.
Awesome. And you said Elkridge, kind of like off of Route 1? Okay, cool.
We'll be moving to Columbia in a few months.
That's great. That's great because I live in Columbia, so I'll be able to.
You'll be joining us.
Yes.
That'll be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. And so you are unique, not just, in my opinion, another run-of-the-mill fitness trainer. You have a lot going on.
Yeah.
Some unique programs, some unique strategies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what makes your training different from the average trainer.
Okay. Our program is based on something called functional movement, and on the functional movement screen. So every person that walks through our doors is assessed through the functional movement screen to see if their body has any dysfunction or any imbalances.
That's neat.
If we can uncover any pain or anything like that.
Wow.
And if we do find pain, we refer them to physical therapy.
Okay.
We teach them how to correct those dysfunctions and correct those imbalances so they can avoid injury. So not only can they get more strong, more powerful, more fit looking and feeling, but if they're an athlete, they're playing longer and harder without injuries. If they're just a regular fitness enthusiast, they can do day-to-day activity without it being cumbersome. Like, all the ladies in my class tell me they can move furniture without their husband's help, and they're not afraid of hurting their backs because they know how to move. So basically, we teach people how to move.
That's awesome.
Once we teach them how to move, we get them strong. We don't put them on machines and get them strong without teaching them how to move.
Okay, that makes good sense. I like that approach. Some trainers don't want to get like really into the diet too much and monitor and babysit what their clients are eating, and I get that. But tell us a little bit about your approach with nutrition.
We give recommendations.
Right.
And we obviously recommend people eat 5 to 6 times a day.
Yeah.
We'll give people lists of foods that we think are good foods to eat.
Good.
We recommend how much protein they should be eating, how much carbohydrate, how much fat, and then we recommend like the daily plate.
Yeah.
So they can keep track of what they're eating, because when people keep track of what they're eating, it makes it them so much more accountable.
Yeah. And it's one thing to like have one of those like marble composition books of like all the stuff you eat and what time, and you do like the first 2 pages or something
and then
like that.
You just toss it, and then
like,
you're done.
Yeah.
It's so much easier. I mean, we are a technological society.
Yeah.
This is a technological age, so it's just so much easier to input the food. It's already all in there.
What we're talking about, what we're talking about is it's livestrong.com, and on that site there's something called My Plate, and I believe it's like almost a social network too. But what you can do is, you can set goals and you plug in everything you eat, what time you eat, when you exercise, what kind of exercise you've done, and it monitors all your macronutrients. It monitors your water intake. It tells you how many calories you burn that day, and it's a great way of being honest with yourself.
Yeah.
And so you can really tell, okay, well, I didn't realize this, but I'm 300 calories short, or,
or I'm over.
Right.
Or, oh, I get to eat more.
Exactly, which is fun.
And I think they have a mobile app, too.
Oh, very good.
So that's very helpful. So there's no excuse.
That's
basically.
Right. Yeah, basically.
Because the always thing I get from people is, well, what do I need to do? I'm not losing any body fat. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm like, well, what are you putting in your mouth? And usually the answer is, I don't know.
Yeah.
How much a day are you eating? What is your caloric intake? I don't know.
Yeah.
How do you know what to change if you don't know what you're doing?
It's funny because when I first started working out, I went to the trainer. I was like, look, I don't really eat that much because I drink coffee all day.
Right.
And they're like, okay, well, that's your problem then. Because, and not only was I like a heavy on the sugar, heavy on the half and half kind of girl, so it wasn't quite coffee anymore.
Right.
But it curbs your appetite.
Right.
So I would not eat because I had coffee first. So now I force myself to eat like 150 calories and then have my coffee.
Right.
Kind of
smart.
thing, which I don't even know, that might not be right yet, but I'm going to learn. So give us your kind of perspective on cardio and how you integrate that in.
Okay, well, we don't encourage people to do what we call LSD, long, slow duration cardio, because that just sounds horrible, right? It's kind of like the long, slow walk to nowhere, as one of my mentors, Mike Boyle, calls it.
I like that.
The whole, I'm on the treadmill forever, I'm on the elliptical forever, and I look the same as I did, and I feel the same as I did a year ago. We promote and encourage and program interval-based training.
Okay.
Now, interval-based training in the beginning doesn't have to be crazy intense.
Okay.
It's just a little bit up, a little bit down, a little bit up, a little bit down. It
Yeah.
all depends on the person's current fitness level.
Okay.
And we use a variety of tools. We use kettlebells. We
Okay.
use agility ladders. We have a bike called a Schwinn Airdyne bike.
Okay.
We'll do sprints, medicine ball power work.
Okay.
We have a slide board.
Okay.
We have things that we do to make it fun.
Yeah.
But it's all about elevating the heart rate and working as hard as you can in a given period of time and then resting.
Okay.
So 20 minutes max,
That's
and
good.
half of that is rest.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
You're going to be at the Women's Expo this
I
year.
am going to be at the expo.
Awesome. So you have a couple of things going on at the expo this year. So tell us about that.
For anybody that signs up at our booth for our introductory package,
Okay.
we'll be giving a discount for anybody that signs up at
Good.
the expo.
Awesome.
And I will also be speaking
That's great.
3 o'clock on Sunday.
Okay. And what are you going to be talking about?
I'm going to be talking about dispelling the myths about women in strength training. There is this kind of, if you even just look in women's fitness magazines, if you pick up a Shape magazine or a Self magazine, there's all this girls lifting little tiny weights and doing silly things with bands.
You're right.
Those females in those magazines, those fitness models, they don't train that way.
Right. Oh,
no. And I am all about empowering women to be strong. And the only way to get strong is to progressively move heavier loads.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be talking a little bit about why women should train heavy and why it's a myth that training heavy will make you big.
Okay. I'm excited to hear you speak, too. I want to hear that. You've been an entrepreneur for a while. You have a couple of partners. This is your life. You've been doing it forever. Yes. And I love that. Tell us a little bit about, what has helped you get this far mentally.
Okay. Well, the first thing is when I first decided to take this on as a full-time career, I was a single mother.
Oh, wow.
No income. I was teaching a couple of classes a week. I had a handful of clients, and it was a struggle. It was a struggle just to make ends meet. Okay. And everybody was telling me, get a government job. You have all the qualifications for a government job. They pay really well. And I wanted to do what I was passionate about.
Sure.
And so I just gave myself a deadline.
That's good.
I said 6 months, I have to have this many clients, I have to be making this amount of money. And if I don't by 6 months, I'll get a government job. And I made it happen.
That's awesome.
So I just think if you're passionate about something, you'll make it happen. You'll do whatever it takes.
And you told me about a book, too.
Yes. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey.
Awesome.
It's a very well-known book, but a lot of people still really don't know about it.
Yeah. I mean, I have it next to my bed, but it's really very dusty.
But get the audio.
Yeah.
Audio books are great. I mean, because we can go to school basically in our car, right?
I love that.
If you have even a 20-30 minute commute somewhere, you can listen to you can listen to it on a loop. Yeah. That's what I did.
That's good.
I listened to it on audio, and it changed my life. It really did. It made me realize how I interact with other people, my own business strategy, and how to, in personal and professional relationships, how to come to the best agreements and the best arrangements without anybody feeling like they're compromising what they want.
That is very good. Well, I'll have to run out and get the audio now, guys. That's awesome. Okay, great. Well, it's been wonderful having you here. I've learned a lot. I'm very excited about what you do. Could you help us wrap up with the question of the day?
Sure. Well, my question of the day is, if you're not exercising and eating right currently, what is your excuse? What is keeping you from having the best body you can possibly have? Because everybody has an excuse.
Yeah,
and once you confront your excuse, there's no excuses.
And when you say, like, when I say my excuse, I'm like, oh, that's so lame.
It's lame when you say it out loud, right?
Yeah.
And they say that the best way to make sure you do something is by saying it out loud.
Yeah.
By sharing it with other people because it holds you accountable.
Yeah.
So when you say it out loud, you're like, wow, that's not really a good excuse.
Yeah, it sounds awful. Okay, guys, well, it's early March, so we all still have time. So look at yourself in the mirror and say that you're going to do it.
And come see me.
And come see me. Do that. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Our passion is your passion, and together we're going to go out there and help one more person live their dream. Thanks for watching.